nose.
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the re-entry buzz. Cole and I are re-entering our buzz. We just finished recording an episode on Booker's Reserves. It was delicious. It was good. Give it a listen. But now we both pulled the same sample out of our sample pool. We both have no idea what it is. We both are going to sniff it and sip it and tell you how much we'd pay for it and then proceed to guess what we think it is. Are you ready, sir?
I am. I do note the color on this before I sniff and sip.
Ooh, I also note the color. I hope our viewers note the color. The color is very notable. It is a notable color.
Interesting. I think I know what this is. No, I don't know. I think I know what type it is. How much would I pay for this? $120.
I was thinking 140.
Nice. All right. We'll be back. We'll put in our notes. We'll put in our guesses. And you'll see us on the other side of the re-entry buzz. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So Cole and I both sipped and sniffed and guessed. We told you how much we'd pay for it. We gave this taste a score.
We did.
We're going to tell you all about it here, but first we're going to tell you just like tasting notes, nose notes, palate notes. Cole, what'd you get on this?
Okay. Nose, I said slightly candy rye notes. Very much stuck to that in the palate. I said candy rye notes remain. This is light, white, sugary, and could not be a rye. Maybe barrel seagrass, but does it bring out the apricot? Question mark. And then on the finish, I said great finish. Still that white sugariness, really sweet. And that's all I got.
I love everything you've guessed so far.
Because it's different than yours.
No. It's similar.
Okay.
It's similar. Nose, I said grains.
Ooh,
apricot.
Grains. Ooh.
I did call out apricot in my nose notes. I said rye.
Okay.
Like rice spice.
Rice
nose spice. Nose is so sweet. It's almost like mead.
It is sweet.
So you said white sugar. I never said white sugar in my notes, but I love the white sugar call out. So on palate, I said that it is thick and buttery for such a light color. We held it up, right?
Yeah.
It was a lightish color and thick and buttery. It has got some bright, high register fruitiness going on here. On the finish, I said that the finish lasts for days. It is a predominantly fruity, but the palate stays light with like a white, almost like a white wine. It just
I can get behind that.
It stays super bright white finish, almost slightly bitter, just right on the corner of your tongue, corner of your jaw. But the palate stays like really thick with two C's, obviously.
Super juicy. All right. Do you want me to go over my notes first or my guesses first?
Please.
All right. Type, rye. Secondary grain, corn. Brand, I said barrel. Proof, this was my only hedge. On the palate, I was getting 110. I was reading about 110. Typically, barrel seagrasses, as you'll see in my final bottle guess, are a little bit higher than that. But I said 110 because that's what my palate was telling me. Age, I said 7. Finished, I said yes. Martinique rum, apricot brandy, and Madeira. And I went a bottle guess on Seagrass Standard, Barrel Seagrass Standard. I gave this a 9.2, easily an A. I love the candy notes. Delish.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So type. So okay. We're just
Mm.
coming off the Booker's episode. If you watch the Booker's episode, you know how inebriated I became on the Booker's episode. For type, I said Canadian.
Ooh.
That's a
I'll
type,
allow it.
right?
Yeah. I'll allow
Because
it.
like I'll modify
So
it
they
right here,
say
right now.
standard seagrass is partly Canadian. So I don't know how we'll judge that if it is
Okay.
seagrass.
I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
Definitively, my mind was not on seagrass territory here. So
Ooh.
if it's seagrass, all bets are off for me.
Okay. Okay.
But so type Canadian, I
Okay.
believe that this is predominantly corn. That
Okay.
is my definitive,
Really?
without revealing what this
You think
is.
this is batch
Yeah.
one of Found North or something? That'd be
Shut up.
crazy.
Shut up. On secondary grain, I said rye. I
Okay. Okay. Okay.
easily believe that this is a high rye Canadian corn whiskey. That is where my line is drawn right here.
Nope.
So for brand, I said Found North.
Ooh.
For proof, I said 118.
Ooh.
And like I didn't Google Found North stuff.
Yeah.
I determined 118 just kind of on my own.
Yeah.
For age I said 17 though. This
Ooh.
has some
Aged.
aged. This has some
Well aged.
rich, deep, fruity notes that I
Mm-hmm.
get on some aged Canadian whiskey. For finished, I said no. For
Mm-hmm.
bottle, I said Found
Ooh.
North batch 2. The reason I said
Ooh.
batch 2
Mm-hmm.
is because that was the first one that came to mind when I
Okay.
thought of a predominantly corn special Found North pour.
This is
For
gonna be
score,
interesting.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
For score, I gave this a 9.1 and an A minus. We
Ooh.
we just came off on drinking Booker's the Reserves,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
the Booker's Reserves it rounded out what my palate wants to feel with
Mm-hmm.
so much more brown sugar and depth. And this did not have the depth and the brown sugar that this American whiskey had.
Mm-hmm.
What I just drank for this episode, I believe, is delicious, and I love it. It's a 9.1 A minus because
Nice.
my personal preference on my palate has more thick, dark, deep brown sugar stuff going on.
Interesting. All right. I think this is going to be very interesting because we went in distinctively separate directions here. You
I
ready to pull it
know.
out?
Yes, it's behind here.
All right. Here we
1, 2,
go.
3. Wah!
Oh, you were close.
Uh,
You were very
uh,
close.
do we know what batch this is?
But I
Oh,
was
it's batch
really close
3.
on that proof. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? So this is Found North
yeah.
batch 3. And we'll tally the scores. This is going to be close, guys. So keep it in mind. I'm going to let Bryan get that Canadian note or Canadian type, but I got the proof. So we'll be right back. We'll count it all up. We'll see who won.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So we tallied it up. We
Oh, we
saw how we
tallied.
guessed, and so now Cole guessed that this was a rye, and I guessed that it was Canadian. And now, like I did specifically say that this was a Canadian with a rye secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So I got. Wait, do you agree, Cole? I got 5 points here for with a
Yes,
rye
100%.
secondary.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Canadian 5 points, no problem. Secondary grain here, though, Cole ended up winning because it truly was secondary grain corn,
Yep.
which is what Cole
Yep,
guessed.
baby.
Yeah, 3 points for Cole here. I thought it was rye secondary because the sweetness, the thickness surprised me so much. I did not think that rye was going to be secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, I did think rye was going to be secondary here. Not the case. Cole
Yeah.
gets 3 points. On the
Ew.
brand, though, Cole guessed barrel. Very, very
Mm-hmm.
good guess. And thinking
Thank you.
that
Thank you.
seagrass line.
Mm,
I guessed Found North. 10 points for me here. On the proof, Cole guessed 110. I guessed
nailed it.
118. Yeah, I know, right?
It's
The actual
110.2. Yeah.
110.2. So Cole super nailed the proof here. 10 points for Cole here. Only 2 for me because I thought I was 118. But on
Mhm.
the age,
Yeah, nailed it.
Cole thought 7 years. I thought 17. The actual
Nice.
age is 17. So 5 points for me, no for
Nice.
Cole. On the finish, so technically, this truly is finished. What did you
Mhm.
discover on the finish, Cole?
So there was a space side finish, space side barrel finish on batch 3 of Found North. So I got points for being finished, but I did not nail the finish, so I didn't get any more than that. So, but Bryan said no finish at all, so he got
Yeah.
0 points.
And now, like after the fact, like the fact that I guess Found North, clearly I should have said yes, this is finished.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
clearly usually what Found North does is they take their blends and then they put them in another cask and then they
Yeah.
release them, whatever. So anyway, I did say finished, no. So 0 points for me there. On the score, though, Cole did say 9.2. Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, Cole said A 9.2. I said 9.1 A minus because
Nice.
coming off that Booker's that we just drank, like as far as personal preference goes, I do like apparently I do like
Yeah.
more brown sugar rich thickness than that like
Ayo.
dry rye thinner fruitier
Dude,
stuff
this
that
is
Found North has going
what
on.
we're drinking today or right now is my jam.
Yeah, I know,
Funny.
right?
It's funny to
Yeah,
me because it's the opposite.
you gotta get your hands on some of that batch 1 Found North.
Oh my goodness. If batch 3 is this good, batch 1 would beat batch 3 any day. So I gotta,
Yeah,
yeah, like you said, get my hands on some of that.
handily. Batch 1 beat batch 3 handily,
Oh,
that's for
easily.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, total scores, if you're keeping track at home, Brian's at 22, Cole's at 15. Brian wins
Nice.
season 5, episode
Yep. So
6.
we're tied 3-3. No ties here in this season, but I
Exciting.
do exceed you in points. 109
Yeah,
to
yeah.
95.
109. Oh, dang, 14 ahead. All right.
Yeah, but
I'll
it
shape
doesn't
it up.
matter. Wins
Shape
win.
it up for next time. Yeah,
Points don't win. Yeah.
yeah.
I like this. This was good. I gotta finish this bottle and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But shout out to Found North and what they're doing over there because yeah, if they're doing this on batch 3, could you imagine what they're doing on batch 11? Nah, I'm saying.
Enter the
Or
lottery next time.
yeah, or what they're doing on our single barrel, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
goodness. Please, oh, wait, hold on.
podcast at
Gotta be,
gmail.com.
I know, right. It's got to be said. Please
Yeah.
send us a message on Instagram or
Mhm.
chillfilteredpodcast at gmail.com. If you're
Hubba to what?
interested in a bottle of our single barrel from Found
Yeah,
North, there is no pressure here. We are
no
not on the
pressure.
hook for a cent. If
Not a
you
bit.
would like a bottle, it is entirely up to you.
Yeah.
Send us a message and let us know.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Here's another one. Okay, so it really comes down to the next 4 episodes. If I get 3 out of the 4, I'll win. If you get 3 out of the 4, you'll win. But that's really what it comes down to. It's going to be close, but I have a feeling I'll take the lead next time. But any other thoughts, Bryan?
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
Ooh, we'll see. You might as well follow us, and if this is your first time watching, you might as well keep watching because this is what we do here on the Reentry Buzz by Chill Filter.
Papa the what?